It's likely the most controversial measure on the June 8th primary ballot, Proposition 16. It's called the Taxpayers' Right to Vote Act, but opponents say this proposed amendment to the state constitution is more like a PG&E power grab. Tonight, in an Action News special report, I look into whether Prop 16 is about the voter's say or a power play.
It goes by different names.
You've undoubtedly seen the TV commercial. It's been running for weeks.
Under current law, local governments can spend unlimited public funds to go into the electricity business, and we don't even have the right to vote on it.
Under Proposition 16, not only would voters have the final say, it would require a two-thirds majority.
Whether government-run electricity is a good idea or not, voters should have the final say because we're paying the bills.
But who's paying the bills for all those TV spots? Opponents to the proposed constitutional amendment say if you really want to know what Prop 16 is about, you need to know the answer to that question.
Proposition 16 is nothing more than one corporation, PG&E, financing a proposition to protect its interests and its profits.
PG&E, the largest investor-owned utility company in the state, is in fact the sole contributor to the Yes on 16 campaign, $34.5 million so far.
PG&E supports Prop 16 because we support giving our customers more control over how public funds in their community are being spent.
It's amazing to me that PG&E shareholders would be willing to spend $35 million in that kind of altruistic effort to protect voters.
Reading Electric Utility is one of 46 publicly owned utilities currently operating in California, which on average charge customers between 20 and 25% less for electricity than PG&E. Prop 16 would prevent those utilities from expanding without a two-thirds voter approval.
It's an excellent deal for PG&E shareholders, a terrible deal for PG&E customers.
Proponents of Prop 16 say a two-thirds majority is already the threshold for local bond measures, and so it should be here.
What are they so afraid of? Why shouldn't people have the right to vote on this issue?
Robin Swanson with the Yes on Prop 16 campaign insists this initiative is not about PG&E, but about the volatility of the electricity business during a time of economic uncertainty.
And right now, when the state is $145 billion in debt, we think that voters should actually be able to assess the promises that are being made with the realities that they face every day.
But opponents say voters won't want to face the reality of their PG&E bills if Prop 16 passes.
PG&E right now has a $4 billion rate increase request before the PUC. That's what Proposition 16 is about. It's about protecting PG&E's monopoly and their rate hikes, not about protecting voters.
Tomorrow, we continue our look at this heated debate over Prop 16 as we take a closer look at how it will impact the North State.